Have you ever known anyone who is famous? Do you know anyone personally?
Personally.
Hi Lakshmi. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you. And how are you, sir?
I'm also doing very well. Thank you also for asking me. So Lakshmi, this is my first session with you, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can you tell me something about yourself quickly?
Yes, sir. My full name is Laxmi Kumari. I reside in Jharkhand and currently I'm doing my graduation from Jamshedpur Women's University.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I'm 20 years old and my hobbies include like exercising, mm, learning about things that I like most, like animals and things like this. And I also love cooking.
Oh, okay. Wow, very nice. Very good introduction and some really interesting hobbies that you have. So what kind of exercise do you do? Like, do you go to the gym or is it about yoga or something like that?
I just do it all alone at my home.
Okay, you do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. So why are you on Clapingo? What brings you to Clapingo, Lakshmi?
I wanted to become fluent in speaking English as well as be more thoughtful about particular topics and to express myself. So that is what I want to own in clapping.
Okay, very nice. In this session, Lakshmi, when you're speaking, if you make any mistakes while speaking, do you want me to correct you immediately as soon as you make the mistake? Or do you want me to write down all your mistakes and let you know at the end that these were the mistakes?
Letter is good.
Later is good. You want me to write it down?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Super. So, have you read the document for today? The session document?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's about fame, right?
Yeah.
So, do you want to discuss this topic?
Okay, it's all about and there was this. Yeah. Okay.
We can have a chat on this topic, right?
Okay.
Okay, all right. So, before we speak about fame, there is an extempore topic in the document. Okay, so I will give you the two topics. There are two topics. You need to choose one, and you need to speak on that topic for 2 to 3 minutes on your own. Okay, I will not ask you any questions. So, the first topic is luck or hard work. Okay, and the second topic is well begun is half done. So, which one would
Okay.
you like to speak?
Okay. So I would choose the first one, and I would talk about. I talk on this topic like of luck or hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah. So if first I would like to define luck. What is luck? So luck is something that happens unexpectedly. It always comes unexpectedly that we happen to be in a particular situation, we happen to be in a particular moment, and somehow we get it. That's luck. We never decided it earlier, or we wouldn't think about. We just have happen to be there. We get it. So that's luck. And the hard work, if I try to define hard work, so hard work is something that we always have to do. We we just think of what more things we can add in our work, in our hard work, so that it can be more, it's more efficient and more productive. So that's hard work. And if I connect both of these topics, so hard work doesn't depend on luck, but luck somehow depends on hard work. But having said that, there are some small criteria where luck doesn't depend on hard work. But for example, if we talk about winning a lottery, if we talk about throwing the coin in the air,
Mm.
if we talk about getting money at the street, so that's just luck. You happen to be there, you happen to be at the moment. There was no such hard work or that luck to exist at that time. So that's luck. And but we talk about hard work, and
Mm.
in relation to luck, we have to put so much hard work, we have to do work, we have to put in so much effort without without the thing that makes us feel less effective. So we have to keep doing, and when we've done all the things, all the hard works, that is the point where we become lucky and other don't. So that's the point where hard work and luck mixed with each other, and somehow other people can't make it there because they never work hard, so they cannot become lucky. And one who has done all the hard work can become lucky at the end. So that's
Superb,
hard work.
superb, superb. Absolutely wonderful, Lakshmi. Superb speech. The way you mentioned both, luck and hard work. The way you mentioned the importance of both of it. Superb, flawless. That was flawless. Very nice. Okay, so let's get into the main topic, which is fame. Huh? So, would you want to become famous someday? Would you like to become a famous personality someday?
Yeah, I would definitely love to become a famous personality one day, and that time I would also feel proud for myself being at that point, or being in that moment, living that moment, and my family would also feel proud of me. So I would love to be famous one day in my life.
Okay, okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. Um, how do you think it would be? How would your life be once you became famous? What changes would come to your life that you are living presently?
Yeah, so there would be so many changes than what I am living currently in my life. So there would be there would be from appearance to habits, to speaking, to have a to have the relationship with new people in my life ahead. So there would be many changes, and I would also appreciate it. I would definitely appreciate and love all the people in my life who would be coming there, who would be my friend, my family. So I would really love to be there, and there would be many changes, and I would really admire it.
Okay, all right. Um, what is that thing that you think you can become famous for? What would
Mm.
you do to become famous?
I would love to be famous as an influencer.
Okay, all right.
I would love to influence people because this is what I am habituated to. I would say that because been I've always been being the example. I've always been the example, like if because in study I'm good at studying. So teachers and my friends have always appreciated me for my study, for making other students feel love, feel interest in studying. So that is what I have my appearance about. So that is what I want to be. I want to have in my future as well. So I would love to be I would love to be famous as an influencer.
I can very clearly and evidently see, what you just mentioned. I can see it for myself. So, influencer is correct, but there are many kind of influencers, right? So, what kind of influencer would you like to be known as?
Yeah, like if I because the thing first of all I would say that what I have people can one can be influencer on one's own experience.
Hmm.
So what I have been working on, or what I will work on, so that would be the base, that would be the root of becoming the influencer. So currently what I'm doing is I've been preparing for my exam, and I've been studying, I've been exercising, and somehow I get this, somehow like I find some mistakes, some challenges while studying, while continuing things.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
this is what I feel, and this is what I also face, and I have to overcome it in order to get ahead, in order to get through it. So, in order to do all these things, I have to do a lot of things. So that is what I am learning, and my learning will only increase with time. So that is what will become the base of my influencing. So it would be.
Okay, okay, very nice, very good. Right. So, suppose you become an influencer, you become very famous. Okay. So, what do you fantasize about once you are famous?
Once I would become famous, what I would fantasize, like what I would think.
I mean, what are the things that you think about doing once you become famous? Like if you ask me, so if I become famous, suppose I become famous, so I would like to buy a big house. I would like to buy a
Yeah.
nice car. I would like to travel to different places. You know, I would like to keep a lot of people who are working with me. So these are the things that I fantasize. So
Yeah.
after you
So
become famous, uh
yeah,
yeah.
I everybody to wants to have one. Everybody love all these things. Everybody has always work on getting things, and in order to, if I get that materialistic, I would definitely have a big house. I definitely would like to have a big car. All these things, all that all people have, because if they are successful, if they do something in life and something extraordinary, what other didn't do or what other have never done, so this is what. So it doesn't mean that they don't have this. They don't want to have this big house and big car. So everybody loves it. So I would also do the same for all the things that I love and I like. So I would definitely have all these things, and
Mm.
as well as I also serve for people. As I said, I would like to be an influencer.
Okay. You would also like to serve other people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, what level of popularity do people have or should have to be considered as famous, according to you? What is the level of popularity that they should
There's this there are some criteria where people can think, and then when they are famous, they are supposed to be known to many people. Like if many people know them for their work, for what they do, then that is how they become famous. Because famous only comes like famous person being famous only comes when people know you, when people know you not only for what you look like, but what you also do.
have?
So that is, and people, just not that people know you, but people also follow your path. What you are doing, people love to love looking, people love seeing that, and people also love doing the same thing. So that is what, when people start doing things like this, all these things, so that is the extent that goes for the popularity.
Okay, okay. See, I understand whatever you said is correct, but I have still not got the proper answer to my question. So, what I'm asking you is, for example, uh, you know, uh, some people are popular in their own, vicinity. Okay, so there is one, person in my society who is popular. Okay, because he is the chairman of the society. So everybody in the society knows him. He's popular, but he's not famous.
Yeah. So he's popular but not famous.
He's popular, right? So similarly, there is a politician in my area. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's popular in the city, in the town, but he is
Mm-hmm.
not a famous personality. But
Oh.
Shah Rukh Khan is famous. The whole world
Yeah.
knows, right? Virat Kohli is famous, right? The entire world, sorry, the entire country, many other people from outside the country know him. So, what is the level of the popularity a person should have, okay, so that he should be considered as famous? Is the question. Did you understand it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you like to answer it again?
I would have to first think of a little.
It's okay. You can think. Like for example, you can say he should have at least 1 million followers on Instagram. Then he will be considered as famous. So you can answer it in that way. That at least people of 6 villages should know him, so he could be considered as a famous person. So in that way, you can answer the question in that. What is the level of popularity he should have? You can't think of it. If you can't think of it, it's okay. We'll move on. We'll go on to the next.
I just have I just have an example for it. If
Okay,
I
please.
may, I can give you the
Yes,
example.
of course, of
And the
course.
example is myself, and that I am. Some people know me in my vicinity. Some people know me that I speak English. I
Uh,
love to speak English, and I practice speaking English. So that's how I am popular here. And
Correct.
I am a district topper in my intermediate. So that's why I am popular in my vicinity. So it's not does not mean that I am famous.
Okay,
Yeah. So if I have to be famous, the extent that people know me should increase. That more and more people should enter in this criteria. For if I want to be famous, for that what I am doing, that this particular app Clapingo provides the opportunity to upload the video on YouTube.
correct.
So if I upload all these videos, all these sessions that I am having with tutors, so if I upload all these videos on YouTube, so the criteria of becoming popular will get increased, and that's how I will become famous, because many more people would know me after that. So that is how I would become famous. So this is what I had the example.
Good, good, nice, good. At least you attempted it. It was a good attempt. Okay, so we are coming towards the end of the session, Lakshmi. I would like to give you your feedback. You're speaking extremely well, my dear. Okay, uh, your non-verbal communication is amazing. Okay, you're sitting upright. You're maintaining eye contact. You're smiling when you're speaking. So it's superb. Okay, coming to your verbal communication, your pronunciation is good. Formation of the sentence is very nice. Grammar is good. Elaborate answers. Everything is good. I don't see any mistakes that you're making, or I don't feel that there is this area that you can improve, or there is this area that you can improve. All I can say is that just be consistent with your practice to maintain this. Okay, and what you can do is you can just add a little bit of more vocabulary. You can find different ways of forming your sentences, with which
Hmm.
will come with time. Okay, it's not an improvement, it's just that you are enhancing the way you speak, right? But apart from that, I think you're doing wonderful. You're speaking very well. I'm very happy to have this session with you. You spoke extremely well, right? So that's the only feedback. There is no tips or suggestions for you to improve. The only thing is, as I mentioned, vocabulary and better ways
Hmm.
of forming a sentences can be enhanced, which everyone does in their life. Even
Yeah.
clubbing computers are doing that, So
Hmm.
we also try to improve, try to learn new, right? So you're on the right track. Just continue, be consistent, take your sessions regularly. That's it. Okay, all right.
So I'd like to know more of what about you? Like, where are you from?
I am from Mumbai. I did not introduce myself. I'm sorry.
You're
Oh,
from
what?
Mumbai.
Yes, I'm from Mumbai, and
Which city exactly?
it's a town. I live in the suburbs. So there's a place called Ambernath. It's near Kalyan. It's in the central zone of Mumbai.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I live over there.
And
Uh,
is there any department called atomic energy
yes, there are.
in your town?
In my town, yes, there is. It's not an atomic. I mean, are you talking about the Baba Atomic Research Center?
No, I don't. I'm not sure about it, but it's my brother. My brother has got a job there in atomic energy department, so that's why I was like,
Yes, there is an ordnance factory over here. Okay. Oh, this is a one second. Is this a 20-minute session or is this a 25? Okay, it's a 25
that's a
minutes.
50-minute session.
Oh, so we have more time. I thought this is a 15-minute session. Oh,
No, but
so we still have more 10 minutes. Okay, good. So we can discuss more. Yeah. So I was saying that there is an ordnance factory over here, which makes the outer shell of the bombs, the
oh,
grenades that are being used in the Indian Army.
mm,
So that is there. And atomic center, I don't think there is. NMRL is a place where some scientists are, living over there, and they function, they do their work over there. So I'm not sure in which sector your brother has,
mm,
got a job, but maybe I'm not aware of it. But there are few places like this. The ordnance factory is there. NMRL is one place which is like so. So maybe you're. I'm not aware of it, but yeah, there are places like that in the town which I live. Yes. Anything else you want to know about me? You can ask.
No, no, it's just I found that you are from Mumbai, so that's why I was interested in asking this question.
Okay, okay, all right. So let's go ahead with the topic then. Okay. So we were speaking about fame. So can you tell me the advantages of becoming famous? What are the advantages of being a famous?
There are many advantages of becoming famous. First of all, it makes you happy about yourself that yeah, I have done something, that's why I have become famous for.
Hmm.
And secondly, um, in society, it's not just you who is recognized, but your family, your friends, they are also recognized, and people respect them. And when we see that other people are respecting our family, our friends, so they feel proud that yeah, this is what my daughter has done. So I'm being so much praised for my daughter. What other like moreover, I would say being famous the brings more courage to do more and more things. What we've done, that's not the only extent where by the by that extent only by that extent we can go, but we have to cross that extent. So being famous brings more courage, and it also mm,
Hmm?
mm, being famous. That's enough.
That's okay. Okay, all right. What are the disadvantages of being famous?
Yeah, there are also some disadvantages. First of all, if you are, you can, you, if the disadvantages of becoming famous is are like you can get some, you can run into some antisocial people who will try to threaten you for money, for if they will threaten you by telling that they will kill you. So this is the disadvantage. They ask for money, and when you give them money, they ask for more. So hunger gets increased.
Correct.
Secondly,
The greed
um,
gets increased. I would say greed, not hunger.
yeah, the greed gets increased.
Yes, because that's something which comes out of greediness, right?
Right.
Yes. Okay.
And when you are more famous, and when you are more famous, you feel so confident. And when you feel so confident, you do some kind of people do some kind of activity beyond their culture, beyond their region, what they have to do. So in order to doing all these things, so some people who like you start hating
Hmm.
you. You're doing out of your culture that you shouldn't do. So they think
Correct.
like that way. So they try to harm that famous personality.
Correct. Correct. I think arrogance also increases with fame, right?
Arrow.
We
Yeah,
start to
some
become a
people lose their lose their modesty. They more of become arrogant. Yeah.
correct, correct. Yes, modesty is another thing which they lose. Yes. Do you think becoming famous comes at a price? We have to
Yeah.
pay a price to become famous. You feel?
Sometime when we have to be famous, first of all, if you have the support of your family, that's
Hmm.
very nice. If you have your support, they support you. There's no such kind of hurdle which would always hamper your way. That's not going to happen if some family supports you. If family
Hmm.
doesn't support you, only all the hurdles will always come, because family is not behind you to hold you back if you ever cross any hurdle. So
Correct.
being supported by family is very important in this regard.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. So you think when your family doesn't support you, that is when you have to work a lot more harder to become famous, right?
Yeah, because at the end at the end when we feel depressed, when we feel sad, there's just our family who would support us. would encourage us for what we should do, what we should keep doing.
Correct.
The family.
True. 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 Have you ever known anyone who is famous? Do you know anyone personally?
Personally,
Ah, like someone from your town or someone in your relatives, friends who
I
has
don't think
achieved.
I know any person is famous
Okay.
in in my area or personally.
Okay. Okay. All right. What are some of the qualities, Lakshmi, that you feel a famous personality should have in them? Lakshmi, you
So
want me to?
I
Huh?
what was the question?
The
I
question
just
is,
it just
it's okay. It's
slipped my
okay.
mind.
It's okay. I was asking about the qualities that a famous personality should have in them.
Yeah, the quality. So famous personality should be motivating first of all. They should motivate people, more and more people, so that people can do things out of their limitation. When people go out of their limitation, they do a lot of things, a lot of great things. So they must be motivated. They must be motivating,
Hmm.
and they they should be modest. They should be helpful
Okay.
because they become famous, they have money, so they can help many more people, and they can also just they can also help the needy people who need money, who need food, who need shelter, so they can help them.